You
I have nothing to say.
No, you're right. Hey, we should. We're really busy with wars. We really don't need to make our whole destiny is war. We don't need to have the whole entire narrative of civilization to be consumption and destruction. I mean, this is just. I don't know. People say, well, that's the nature of
the tradition of the United States.
No, well, that's just the nature of humanity, of being human. That it's a yin and a yang, and it's dark, and there'll be war and death and beauty, and that this is like the nature. We go through cycles. There's been wars from the beginning of time, and I don't know. I kind of would like to see us like snatch ourselves out of the jaws of repetition and destruction, and see us for a moment. Not for a moment, but why not survive?
Or and to just stop the glorification of it on all levels. As we just saw the other day accidentally on television, a show whose tagline is "Building the American Dream One Gun at a Time," about a family that builds guns. Somewhere in the
buy
South.
guns, they purchase guns, they trade guns.
This is the kind of thing that
it's on Discovery Channel.
Glorifying this kind of.
It's a series. It's a reality series. Building the American Dream one gun at a time.
And it's like
beautiful, aren't they? The finish, the wood, the look. Rugged too. Crisp action, fine balance, precision accuracy. Just pick one up and point it. Thousands have been made. Thousands will be. But the oldest gun makers in America still build them one at a time.
The reality series, building the American Dream one gun at a time.
And it's like, well, that's great.
Or the truck commercials where they go driving through pristine streams to show us how versatile they are. I mean, why are we insensitive to the message we're sending like that? Why aren't we ashamed that we would use that as a way to sell a truck? I mean, I don't mean to be, silly, but
it just seems a little bit out of hand. And that's, I guess, the picture. It's like, hello, do we see this? Do we accept it? Really? Do we think it's cool? Do we, yeah?
And we let it happen constantly.
Or do we look at it and go, wait a minute, there's something kind
Our legal system is all messed up. People are getting thrown in jail. Immigrants
are getting shot down for throwing rocks at a
More
tank.
Americans are in jail than in any other country per capita. We have like this huge police state. I mean, I hate to harken back to the 60s in terminology, but it's a fact now. We've got all of these people in prisons all over the country. Many of them have been railroaded into jail. The police powers are out of hand. I mean, everybody just please, so they don't get the death penalty. I mean, it's kind of like the movie Brazil. I mean, we've gone so far out of control, and we're so lulled to sleep by it because it seems out of our control, out of our influence. We're allowing the internet to be slowly eroded in terms of its freedoms with censorship, with police powers since 9/11 and the whole Homeland Security. We've just given it away, and because essentially we've been lazy and paranoid. And we've bought into everybody's excuse. Just go along your way, go to the mall, get what you need to get, and let us run the country.
Protect you.
We know,
and we were going to protect
we
you.
know how to do that. That's what we know how to do. And while you're at it, pull down your pants, because we want to see if you're carrying something. And I mean, I'd like to see that change. Now that we've gone through a whole tirade on it, I feel hopeless.
But we're not there. I'm an overly sensitive person, so not everyone. So are you. So that's another thing. What is your constitution or your nature as a human being? Some people really don't sense that or feel that, or so there's not much you can't expect everyone to turn around. But I think there's a lot of people that have put that shield up or that bubble around them because they don't want to feel it, they don't want to see it. It's very painful, it's very ugly, and they have children, and we can't project that to our children, and the world is great and everything's fine and we're all happy and healthy and have there's food on the table and great, but it can't, if they get whacked in the face, they got to turn around.
I hope we're adding to the spirit that fueled the Arab Spring, and adding to what's fueling Occupy, and adding to, Martin Luther King's dreams and Gandhi's visions and practice. I mean,
and maybe the younger, there's still some hope. Obviously, there's the younger generations that are coming up. Maybe they're the ones that need to be influenced and need to be awakened before they get trapped, because they're already somewhat trapped in
80 million people.
That never
80
happens.
million people voted for their favorite star on American Idol.
How many?
Something like 80, I don't know, what's 80 million?
Oh, 80 million.
Something like that. And a petition went up because a poet was put in jail because of speaking out. And then now he's been in prison. And there was a petition went up and there was 800 signatures. I posted that to people to participate, and that was it. Maybe we got to 1,000. Now I know other petitions that are backed by Secretary of State Clinton and people like that. They've gotten 40,000 signatures. But where is the 80 million?